Hello everybody, and welcome to the Octopath Traveler for the Nintendo Switch. My name is Mr. Soap999, and today we will be continuing Cyrus's tale. We'll be starting on Chapter 2, which takes us to Quarrycrest. The story so far: Cyrus left the academy behind in search of the lost tome from the far reaches of hell. Its disappearance was a riddle, wrapped in a mystery, and a riddle that piqued his scholarly curiosity. Even suffering the indignity of losing his post was a small price to pay for the opportunity of solving this fascinating puzzle, and so did Cyrus come to Quarrycrest to call upon an old colleague who just might have the answers he seeks. So this is Quarrycrest. It's hard to believe it's been 10 whole years since Oda left the academy. And her house was, she left directions in her letter. I should take another look. You have all the makings of a great scholar, Cyrus. But allow me to offer you a word of warning. For all your intellect, you have always been clumsy in matters of the heart. I know that your research is more important to you than anything. But you would do well to give some thought to how you treat the fairer sex. He's not exactly suave. You are most handsome than you give yourself credit for. If you are not careful, you might find your words and actions misconstrued by those around you. But I love tongues more. I should have known better than to read that again. No. Books are more important. Yes, reading is more important. First time I read it, I nearly fell over laughing. Now it seems almost prophetic. To think I'd be banished from the academy because of a trumped up scandal like that. Yes, to think. I can just see Oda laughing at me the moment I mention it. Don't mention it. There's no point worrying. I have to face her sooner or later after all. And to look for her now we have to. Try to keep myself presentable. This is true. But is my face truly so easy on the eyes? Oh, woe is me. Doomed to never realize the full depth of my good looks and charisma. Oh, he just turned some heads. Here we are at Oda's house. I wonder if we'll have some talking cutscenes.
Anyhow, here we
are. Right on time.
Yes, I'll be right there.
It's been some time, Odette.
You're still here. I guess I'm not suffering from fatigue-induced hallucinations after all.
It's me, Odette, in the flesh. Good to see you as hale and hearty as ever.
And you're as insufferable as ever, no doubt. What are you waiting for? Come in already.
Don't mind if I do. How did I know that would be your reaction?
We were practically joined at the hip back in the day. Just watching you go about was fun in and of itself. I always had a hunch you'd end up in trouble with the ladies, but to think it would happen with the princess of all people. Somehow, you've managed to exceed even my wildest expectations.
By expelling me, they hope to protect Her Highness's good name. Needless to say, there's no truth in any of this.
Oh, of course. I'm sure it's all as you say. Her Highness and this Therese are just your pupils. They have no romantic interest in you in the slightest. You're something else, Cyrus. But it's a relief to find your powers of observation are as keen as ever. Well, did you come all this way just to entertain me? If so, congratulations on a job well done.
Save your congratulations for another time. I've come in search of a certain tome. Are you perchance familiar with From the Far Reaches of Hell?
A cheery title if I've ever heard one. I can tell you that it's a compendium of ancient rites and rituals. Not that I've read it myself, of course.
I know that much. I was hoping you could tell me more.
Not much more. It touches upon necromancy, I believe.
Necromancy?
Necromancy. That said, as to what extent, I know little.
Is that so?
I was so sure that if anyone could enlighten me, it'd be you.
Give me a break.
Is that supposed to be flattery? Alright, just give me some time. As soon as I tackle the little pickle I'm dealing with at the moment, I'll do some investigating.
Oh-ho!
Oh, a pickle, you say? Consider my interest piqued. I always took you for the type who chewed up and spit out your problems before pickles could become. Alright, so what do we have to do for her? I find your flattery lacking. Anywho, since you're here, perhaps I could put you to use. As it happens, a number of people have gone missing of late. Under suspicious circumstances, I presume.
Naturally.
Just so. Many quite literally seem to have been spirited away. One soul went to the neighborhood provisioner to buy some foodstuffs and never returned. Another turned a street corner only to vanish entirely, leaving his friend who was strolling with him in disbelief. All told, 10 men and women have gone missing in such a fashion in the past half year.
Most intriguing.
How curious indeed. Looks like it's a job for the fantastic Octos. Don't look so disappointed, you nut job. So, how about it? You have any ideas? Yeah, somebody's abducting people. It would be imprudent to jump to conclusions without conducting an investigation. Great, thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'll look into that tome while you're away.
As you wish.
A fair trade, I say. Though I dare say that having the opportunity to solve this particular puzzle is a reward in itself.
I see.
It figures. Well, happy investigating. First, I should ask Oda where precisely the kidnappings have occurred. Alright, let's see, scrutinize. Come to think of it, the 3 people who went missing were all last seen near the inn. Alright, so we have to go over here near the inn. Yeah, 2 remaining. We got this. There's another one. Let's see now. Sewers. Interesting. Well, we're certainly doing some Danganronpa or some Phoenix Wright stuff here. Let's see now. Seen it happen both in the dead of night and broad daylight. Someone's walking by the inn, they turn a corner, and when I followed, they were gone. Witness testimony. They all happened in broad daylight. Oh my gosh.
Now then.
And with that, I do believe I have all the knowledge I need to crack the case. Where did the disappearances occur? Near the inn. Every victim was in the general vicinity of the inn when they disappeared. Well, I did see a blocked off path over there when I did enter the town. We can say with absolute certainty that they did not vanish into thin air or some such nonsense. This occurred at all hours, regardless of broad daylight. Stands the reason to kidnap. And that the kidnapper made use of a hidden path or passage to evade the public eye. What route did the kidnapper employ? He used the sewers. Which is over there. And the entrance to the sewers would seem to make an ideal escape route. Yes, thus the culprit stole underground to spirit his victims away.
Thusly,
I do believe I should have a look down there for myself. Sewer system.
aha!
Oof. Here we are. Hey, someone's playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'll be playing that game when it comes out. From the looks of it, these aqueducts predate the founding of the village itself. There is a good chance many of the villagers are unaware of their existence. This calls for a thorough investigation. Yes, indeed. But I must be wary. For all I know, the culprit could be lurking in the shadows as I speak. I will proceed with caution. After all, I simply wouldn't do it if I became our villain's latest victim. Oh boy, what have we got here? There's somebody chained up to a wall. What the hell? I do say to think there are such elaborate structures under the surface. My goodness. Wow, so gosh. So he's dead. Yeah, no kidding, he's dead. He just slumped to the ground dead.
What in the...
What in the heavens is this? Wow, Tressa, I feel really bad for Tressa. She just got dragged into a really dark world here. Wow. It's as if the blood was drained from his body. And what is this on top of these strange patterns? My boy, don't you touch that stuff. Clearly some baleful sorcery has been practiced here.
It couldn't
These
be.
gemstones, why if my hypothesis is correct,
It couldn't be.
they must be composed of crystallized human blood. And there's dead people in that cell over there. Wow. And yet, it's as if myriad hues of red are mixed together. Could it be that each gem contains the blood of multiple victims?
Preposterous!
Good gods, what horrors have been wrought here? How many innocents have been victimized by this blood-sucking sorcerer? At least now we know the motive behind the kidnappings. The villain we are dealing with is no common criminal. No, I am loath to even call him a human being.
Why?
Sucking the life from the men and women of this poor town only to cast them away. This is a veritable demon who walks among us. Yeah, so let's kill him. One thing is clear, he has to be stopped before he kills any more people. As an academic, I must confess that the history of the dark arts intrigues me. But to put them into practice? This is truly beyond pale. What's this? They're still alive? The young lady in the cell. She still lives. I must free her, at least she suffered the same fate as the others.
Just a scholar of no particular repute. I was passing through and could not help but notice these odd gemstones. Are they perhaps your work? And these strange glyphs, are they not runes of High Hornburgia?
Are they now?
The tomes of ancient Hornburg were lost long ago. No ordinary scholar would be privy to this knowledge. But how could any self-respecting academic perform such horrors?
Ho ho! Seems you're more of a scholar than you give yourself credit for.
They still live, yes? If you know what's best for you, you'll free them at once.
Well, since you asked so nicely... No, I think not. A shame. If only you hadn't come poking around in my secrets. I wouldn't have minded picking your brain. Now I'll have to settle for sucking your blood!
I cannot fail!
This boy is nuts. My goodness, just look at that sprite. He's literally holding human blood in the sight. Okay, you know what? This guy has to die. This guy is worse than even Ogre. And that's putting it lightly.
I am ready.
Alright, hold on here. You're weak to daggers, yeah? Oh, this be stealing your SP. You're not gonna be needing that once I'm done with you.
What to do?
Alright, hold on here. Let's, So Tressa has... Olferix has, the cleric class's, blessing here. So, if I can get...
The battle is truly
I'm guessing he's going to be using dark magic, so I'm going to have to put up Master Flight. Let's take out these bones. They're not weak to anything. I think they're probably weak. Eye for an eye. Well, if anything here, I think these bones are probably weak to fire. Yes, they are. Alright, excellent. Alright, let's... No, wait a minute. I have an idea here. Yeah, here we go.
With the grace of sealed
Just what I was looking for.
Let's
Yes,
do this.
Trace's abilities will affect all.
Take that
I'm guessing this guy's gonna be using elemental attacks, so I'm just gonna prepare.
What to do?
Yes, eye for an eye. Oh, I can't read. Alright, let's use some light. Put some light in your eyes, my friends. Let's use some spears. Oh, not weak. Olberic, you're not doing anything for us here.
I am ready.
I am disappointed in you. You still
I
has
need
spear.
this power.
These guys should be about dead soon. And we can get rid of this guy. Because he is not allowed to live any longer. He cannot live. Firestorm should burn this away. Ah, no. Reflect! Yeah, eat that. Right, and then I'll just trust the cat. Arrow Storm. Oh, that didn't do anything. Shucks. Creepy laugh. Let's see. Let's use a Night Ode.
Nighthode, bring your shade.
Alright, one's down. Good.
What is the logical course of action?
Firestorm. Nice, okay, he's down, he's out.
Let's do
He's about to give out. Select 4 elemental attacks. Yes! Ah.
What to do?
Alright, we should be well protected now. He's probably gonna be summoning more,
Sacred light!
but he should probably be dead by then.
I am ready.
Alright, let's use steal some HP here. And I can have Olberic shatter the guard. Good job.
Now, what next?
Oh. One too many. Let's donate some
I'm counting
BP
on
to the rose. Should be able to get more.
the battle.
Alright. I've been waiting for it. Brand's Thunder!
Havoc upon thee!
Kill him!
I am ready.
Well, he's not dead completely. That's okay. Gosh, no, I'm not. I don't want to use that. No. I will, however, use this.
With the grace of Seal Teach.
Press the abilities will affect all. Alright, Holy Light. I can't really. I actually realized something. I don't really have much effect here. I don't have that much effect here. That's unfortunate.
I'm counting on you.
That's very unfortunate. I'm pretty much just relying on Olberic's attacks here.
Have at you. An interesting dilemma.
Right. Boost here.
I'm counting on you.
There we are.
What to do?
What to do? We're going to use our holy light.
I am ready.
4 daggers. Darn it, that wasn't enough. Shut up.
The battle is truly joy.
Oh, he's dead.
With each
Yeah.
battle,
Be gone with you! You don't belong in this world, monster! You're still alive after all. Wow. Oh, they're alive. Although we couldn't save one. Huh?
What in the...
What's this? It can't be. A copy from the far reaches of hell? Well, that's unfortunate. It's but an abridged copy, translated into the modern tongue. And aside from basic instructions on performing rites and the reagents required, all other details have all been but omitted. Why, it doesn't even mention the possible uses of these blood crystals. So this boy was killing people for absolutely nothing. What's this? A piece of parchment has been inserted between the pages. Calculations on the number of test subjects required to create one blood crystal. I see. And there's a note. First specimen successfully synthesized and delivered. Delivered? Could it be that someone commissioned this frightful stone? I can only speculate. But could whoever is behind this be connected to the stolen tome I seek? Whoa, somebody's up.
Aha!
Ah, you're back with us. Good miss. No. I'm feeling... Oh no, is she gonna transform into a monster?
Are you okay?
The drugs that awful man gave you are still affecting you. Pray rest until your strength returns. Who are you?
Excuse me.
An excellent question, my dear, and I'd be more than happy to answer. wooing a poor girl just awakened from a coma? Have you no shame? No, I don't. Don't be silly, Odin. I was merely trying to be a gentleman. Clearly.
Now then,
At any rate, Odin, there's a favor I must ask of you. Another one. Note my complete lack of surprise.
the truth is...
I found on our kidnapper's person an abridged translated copy from the far reaches of hell.
What was that?
Kidding. Needless to say, this could be a tremendous lead.
Thusly,
I need to find out where and by whom the volume was translated. Let me have a look. Whoever bound this spared no expense.
indeed.
I thought the same. There are a few bookmakers in the realm that could produce such a tome. Fine, I'll help.
You have my
You have my
gratitude.
thanks.
Aha!
The thin yet sturdy pages are characteristic of paper made from the finest pine wood. While the texture of the vivid red bindings reveal it is unmistakably tanned lambskin. There is only one place in the realm where both can be found in sufficient quantities.
Which means that...
Stone Guard. I am certain of it. So, that's where you will travel.
Yes.
Where else? I must track down this tome, Odin. And I must do so before any more horrors can be unleashed on our fair realm.
I see.
I wasn't asking, you know.
You're still here.
I am, but not a moment longer. Thank you for everything, Odette. I am in your... debt.
You helped out a little here. What say we call it even? Be safe, Cyrus. I have a hunch you're poking around in something far more sinister than either of us can imagine.
I am well aware of the danger. I will exercise due caution.
Due caution? I'll believe it once you quit diving headfirst into whatever you think smells of mystery.
A man cannot so easily change his God's given disposition.
You said it was 15 years ago that the tome was stolen.
That I did. What of it?
As you may recall, the then headmaster of the academy died under mysterious circumstances that very same year.
And you believe the two incidents are connected somehow?
No, I just like spouting valedictory trivia. But now that you mention it, the disorder following the incident would offer a convenient opportunity to misappropriate an article from the archives, wouldn't you say?
Your insight is invaluable and appreciated. I will keep this in mind.
I mean it, Cyrus. Be careful out there.
I will. And I'll return as soon as I get to the bottom of this. You have my word.
I'll be waiting with bells on.
And so Cyrus bid Quarrycrest farewell. The translated volume can be recovered from the villain pointing him to his next destination, Stoneguard in the Highlands, where the original copy of the tome he sought surely lies. Cyrus forged on in search of the truth. And yes, that is the end of chapter 2, guys, for Cyrus. Thank you for watching. And come back next time, we'll knock off Tressa's chapters, since we are here as well, and hers is Quarrycrest as well. And yes, there is a mysterious man now trailing Cyrus, and coincidentally, he looks just like one of the guys that murdered Primrose's father. But that's another question for another time. So until then, stay fresh and have a good day.